On eNCA, this is Newsnight. I'm Jeremy Maggs. A very good evening to you. It's 6 o'clock. Several students have been released at this hour after violent clashes at Wits University. Let's get the very latest on the situation. Let's go live to the campus. Professor Habib is the Vice Chancellor at the institution. Professor Habib, good evening to you. It's been a day of turmoil on your campus. How are you digesting? How are you assessing the situation today?
Well, it has been a difficult day. We had a loss of many programs in our main campus. We lost effectively some lectures between 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the Braamfontein campuses. In our other campuses, normal lectures proceeded as per normal. We had about a group of 400 to 500 students that did collect at about 10 o'clock. They marched to the campus. They disrupted some lectures. They pulled out people from their classes. And that created a set of incidents, including the fact that the police used stun grenades, dispersed the crowd at various times. It was a very, very disappointing day at one level. But it is important that we start trying to get the academic program together. We do not want to lose the 2016 academic year. We cannot, we cannot work with the students, protesters who are insisting that if there's no free education, there should be no education at all.
Is it possible, Professor Habib, to actually restore any semblance of order, given the turn of events in the past couple of hours? And as you say, students saying that they will continue to protest unless they get a response within the next couple of hours to a free education decision.
So we've got two things. The first and the important thing to bear in mind is that this thing where the protesters numbered between 400 and 500 out of a student population of 37,000. And the simple question that we've got to ask is, are we prepared to lose the academic year and lose the right for others to graduate simply because 500 students are protesting? That's the big challenge that we have. We've made a decision as the executive management that we should try and save the 2016 academic year. We shouldn't sacrifice the futures of 36,500 students, and that's what we effectively been fighting for this whole day. There are some mediators that have emerged in the last couple of hours. Previous SRC presidents, Tieko Mosneke and others, Terry Salane and others have tried to serve as mediators. We're very open to that. My single non-negotiable is that the 2016 academic program must be resumed. And that's what we're effectively fighting and struggling for.
Professor Habib, it must be asked, though, can you continue to teach? Can you salvage the 2016 academic year as these current conditions prevail?
Well, if it continues like this, we won't be able to. I'm simply assuming that things will get better, that the academic program will resume, and effectively that we will bring an order and stability on the campus itself. The negotiated attempts that are currently being made by the ex-SRC presidents and ourselves is something that we will explore. At the same time, we're looking and continuing to engage the police services and our private security to see if they can achieve a stability through a security process. Ultimately, we're going to have a mix of these things if we are going to rescue the 2016 academic program. I do not believe that of 36,500 students simply because 500 people are protesting.
You are assuming, Professor Habib, that things are going to get better, yet students are resolute in their demands. It would seem to outside observers that chasm is almost going to be impossible to bridge.
Well, in a sense, as I said to the student protesters, this is something that we can't deliver. Free education cannot be given by Wits University. It has to be given effectively by government itself. This is you are sacrificing the 2016 academic program for no reason because we can't deliver this goal. And effectively, that's what we are. We are trying to rescue the program. We will continue to do so. We will continue to find this. I carry on saying there's 17 universities closed in this country. If we don't turn the corner soon, we will destroy South African higher education and we will destroy this economy itself.
Are we at some sort of turning point tonight, Professor Habib?
I hope so. We are engaging now with a group of mediators. I'm walking into a meeting immediately after this telephone call and then we'll see if we can kind of find a negotiated solution.
What is your request of those mediators, Professor?
My simple non-negotiable again is the 2016 academic year must not be up for grabs. That's the single non-negotiable of the university management.
There is a call by some students for a general assembly to be called.
We are not opposed to this. We said that a general assembly normally follows a negotiated outcome. We need to negotiate for a couple of days, come to a consensus, and a general assembly at this university is presided over by the Chancellor, and it's really an affirmation of a position to the world. We're not opposed to making such an affirmation if we can create a collective consensus in the university community. But it has to be a product of negotiation, and we would be open to that idea.
As we speak tonight, Professor Habib, is your university open or closed?
It remains open. As I said, we obviously closed, given the fact that it's 5 o'clock now and everything has come to a close. But as of now, we're still hoping to open tomorrow. We will send further communication tonight to all members of staff and all students.
I know you've got to get into a meeting. A final question. Have you spoken to the Higher Education Minister tonight?
We didn't speak to him tonight. I did speak to the ministry officials early on in the day.
And what did they tell you?
They are fairly concerned as well. And obviously, they are monitoring issues fairly carefully. We are looking at this, and we told them that we gave them a report on what is going on, and we told them that we're engaging all kinds of mediators to try and find a solution.
All right, live at the troubled Wits University campus, that's Professor Adam Habib. He is the Vice-Chancellor of the institution.